spend the day with me at Shedfest. Guys, it is officially car show season and this is our first car show of the year. Now, I had never actually heard of Shedfest before, but apparently this is the fourth one they've done. Now, it was held at Bolesworth Castle, which was perfect for us because it wasn't a very long drive away. It's actually organised by some YouTubers. I think the guy's name is Alex, Auto Alex, that's his name. But I think it was actually the first year it was held at Bolesworth Castle. I don't know where it was before then. I'm thinking maybe down south somewhere, not too sure, but this was a great location. It was huge. It obviously caters for festivals and other car shows usually. I think they have Carfest North, or used to have Carfest North up here at Bolesworth Castle a few years ago before they cancelled that. So the location is absolutely spot on for a car show like this, and when I tell you they filled the space so well, I was honestly thinking that there weren't going to be that many cars here. I didn't know there were going to be so many people, and I was so pleasantly surprised to see the numbers that we had. Now obviously the first rule of a car show is you have to find your cars at the show, and I found both my MRS and my Mark 1 Audi TT there. Obviously they're not my cars, but they are exact copies, so I was buzzing with that. There was such a good mix of cars as well. There was a bit of everything. We had a bit of JDM, hill climb cars, rally cars, just road going cars, normal cars, a bit of everything. It was great to see such a good mix. I also love the fact that there was such a mix of people there of all different ages, all different backgrounds. It was great considering it was a YouTube kind of based event. It was very much a spread of all ages, which was really nice to see. PS, that BM was absolutely stunning. Honestly, I think that might have been one of my favourite cars from the show. It was just there are no words, it was gorgeous. Then we of course had to go and see the little MX-5 Miatas and the cute little eyes popping up. I love these so much. They kept them running the whole time with the eyes popping up. I don't know how they did that, whether it was on like an electric battery, I don't know. Who knows? Also, fun fact, MX-5 hardtops are around about 300 quid, I think, off the top of my head. If you try and get pretty much the exact same hardtop for an MR2, £1,000. £1,000, it's insane. Oh my god, this car was so cool. Look at the little details. The gear stick is a gun. Oh my god. Then you've got this spider web at the front with a little spider welded onto it. How cute is that? And then you've got this Jack Daniels for the coolant. No words. The detail is incredible. Loved this 350Z. It had Venom on the side, Woody on the back, Buzz in the window. Perfect. Okay, now this was insane. Look how clean the engine bay of this car is. Just look, just take a minute to look at that. Look, not a speck of dirt in there at all. Same with this one, nothing. And it got driven there, not towed. Honestly cannot believe how clean they got it. There was just not a speck of dirt on the whole car. It was crazy. Then I of course had to spot another Mark 1 TT. When I tell you, I think these Mark 1 TTs are going to become classic very, very soon. I've got the 225 BAM engine and I just think they're going to be classic like in the next 5 years because they've stopped making TTs completely, which I think is a huge, huge, huge mistake. I cannot believe they've done that. So upsetting, but luckily for everyone who's already got a TT, I think it will push the price of them up. I think they will become more desirable because you can get them so cheap at the moment. I bought mine for £2,700 5 years ago. And when I tell you it's such an enjoyable car to drive, the engine is just beautiful. I just love getting in the car and driving it. I really do. The power is incredible. It's just a really nice car. It's a classic. Mark my words. Anyway, middle-aged dad life advice over. I can't believe what weather we had. It was absolutely roasting all day. The sun was shining bright. I wouldn't be surprised if I've burnt my head again. Oh, by the way, I absolutely love things like this truck. The detail in the paint, insane. Hand-painted signs on the side of trucks. I love that. I mean, it's an art. I was saying to my boyfriend as we were walking around how it's such a shame that modern cars, except from this Porsche of course, has lost all of the details of the old cars. Maybe not those kind of details, but you know, things like the plaid pattern of like cloth seats. It's just like there's so many details and all the little switches inside of the cars. And now everyone's just driving around in an iPad on wheels. It's so depressing. Everyone's got black leather interior and the iPads, and it's just so boring. It's so the same. It's so boring. What happened to colour and detail and patterns and whimsical stuff like that? It's very sad. Anyway, second old man rant over of the day. It was time to go and see the paddock where I think the YouTubers' cars were. I'm not 100% sure. I don't actually watch them. My boyfriend does, so he was kind of giving me some pointers. Look at the queue for merch for Auto Alex's merch, I think that was. Insane. This Aventador was absolutely stunning. I have definitely seen this before. I remember the number plate ball, unless that's a really common Lamborghini number plate, which it probably is. I don't know, I think I've seen it before. Oh my god, as we were queuing up to get Heros, I saw this caterpillar on the stand. He was so cute. I have to say, I was a bit disappointed with this Heros because we got to the front of the queue, they ran out of chicken, so I was gutted about that to start with, but not their fault. I mean, there was a lot of people there. They did sell out fairly quickly, I think, and they were on their way to get more, but it didn't taste the best. It had a lot of hummus in, which you don't have in a Heros, so I don't know why that was there. But anyway, besides the point, I ate it, I was hungry, done. If you're wondering if we just saw a furry, yes we did. That was very strange. I was panning over across the crowd, and then suddenly a furry just ran past with a tail, so yeah, there was that. Anyway, back to the cars. You just saw the shed, and now you're in the pub. I thought that was so cool. I'm guessing the YouTubers All the Gear did it because it was called All the Beer, although I don't know who they are, so I could be wrong with that. The shed was incredible. It was like a whole log cabin inside. The detail, I loved it. It looked really cool. Then we got some track action. This was the Staffordshire historic rally guys, I think. So these were the guys my dad was meant to be with. He was going to bring his Lancia Prisma. He was going to be on the Staffordshire historic rally stand, but unfortunately he had problems with the gearbox. It's not running at the moment, so he couldn't do that. But there's always next year, so hopefully he can pull his finger out and get it all sorted by then. Another highlight of the show, besides all the cars, was the amount of dogs there. I saw so many golden retrievers, which of course I loved. Oh yeah, then we went to the paddock where these were some YouTubers. Don't know what his name is. I think, is it Rory? I could be wrong. I don't know. I'm just guessing right now. But yeah, they were racing down the track, so we got to see them. And their cars. Oh, another one of those trucks that I absolutely love. This is just beautiful. How can you not like this car? Honestly, I think it stems from my obsession with Cars, the film, with Mater, and these all remind me of him all the time. I just love it. I love the wrap where it looks like it's rusty. I just love them. Oh my god, we really struggled to find a canned drink anywhere. They had no soft drinks at all. I thought this nonce sticker was funny, and then I noticed the sticker above it, orcs. Anyway, after around 10,000 steps and a lot of sun and cars, it was finally time to head back to the car, but not before we saw that gorgeous G-Wagon. Shedfest, you were an absolute dream, a perfect start to the car show season. I will see you next year. Bye!